What's up, everyone? In this video, I'm going to show you the listing that I made to finally get the virtual assistant, and also we're going to go over some of the people who applied and compare them and get a sense of whether they know what they're talking about or not. And one thing that I think is important is doing things in your listing itself to make sure that it gives people an opportunity to stand out as paying attention versus the people who are just applying generically to a bunch of different ads, right? So in order to do that, you need some kind of information in your listing, right? So in this listing, I ask that you do these questions. And I say that I'm going to ignore you if you don't do these questions, right? You'd think that more people would do the questions, but actually only like a handful of them did it, which is hilarious. So it's a basic listing. Just wrote some text here. I did a video, and I just published it on YouTube. And all that the video is showing exactly what they do. So they have this file here, right? Let me mute it. They have this file here that's the feed of items that they start with. I can make this full screen. Sorry, it's blurry. A YouTube video of my own YouTube video. That's weird. The screen's even in the same place. So they start with that list, and then they copy the first link, and then just paste it here into DSM tool. And then I'll speed this up. I usually watch videos on 2-speed. It was hard to get used to at first. Once you get used to it, then like I find that I get more from a video watching it twice at 2-speed than I do from watching it once at regular speed. But the first time I get less information. But anyway, I got sidetracked there. So I'm just showing him and talking about everything about listing here. It's a 4-minute video, but that's just because I'm like, repeat point, repeat the point, repeat the point, repeat the point, move on, repeat the point, repeat the point, repeat the point. It's really a much shorter task. And so for this, I have 200 listings for a list of 200 items. And this is just the beginning. The way I pulled that list, you guys saw in the previous episodes of this series. But for those of you who are just watching this video, I got that list by just looking at my order history in Walmart and just exporting it. And so because I have a bigger account, that account is posting items to Walmart, and then I'm posting optimized versions of those items on this account without So that was that. But I want to make a list of items that got messages or got watchers, because that's I think messages is a better indication of purchase than watchers, but both of them declare a level of interest in the item, right? So then we would just act upon that. So based on how this goes, then I'm trying to get a person and use them for the rest of it as well. And right now I'm just working with one at a time. Normally you want to work with multiple VAs, but in this situation, like, I'm not relying on them to run anything. I'm just relying on them to make the business bigger, and then I'm going to run it as I've been doing. So that should be fun. But yeah, there's the ad. And then we're going to look at the different proposals. Okay. So let's see. Let's open them all. Can I open a new tab? Is that going to work? Baller. All right. So we're going to open all of these. And I'm probably not going to hire somebody unless they're from East Asia or somewhere where I know the cost of living is cheap. Because I like, it's in my best interests because it's cheaper for me. And it also means that the person can get much further with the money. So it's the equivalent of paying somebody in the States like 3 or 4 times that amount, you know? Oh, so this is like okay. This is a bot. So I can tell it's a bot because they answered all the questions with the exact same thing, which is just a link to some website that I don't care about. What's this? Okay. So this person just sent a generic thing and didn't answer any questions. This person, this looks very familiar. Well, this is like identical, right? Oh. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so this is some kind of bot. This is some kind of bot. Yeah, okay, so we can eliminate almost all of these because they're all bots. Wow. Literally everyone except the one that I liked. I don't care about the cover letter or any of that. Okay, so this is... So far, I only have one person who is viable. But they actually did a good job. I like their descriptions of things. Like in one of these, I gave 3 titles to optimize. And in one of these, they said that the brand name isn't popular. And I'm just glad that they think about that. Like, that shows enough awareness to me that, like, I'm confident hiring them to just optimize a couple of my listings. Especially because this thing is only for, like, $20, so. But I like this guy. Like, because he actually read the ad and, like, mentioned the YouTube video. Says he has some experience with DSM and knows what Terapeak is. So there's 2 indications that he has at least a little bit of experience actually doing titles. I don't really need much here because, honestly, what I need them to do is simpler than, like, in David Vu's course, he teaches about, like, manually making listings. So his course doesn't really have anything about the dropshipping software, like, at all, really. I mean, maybe the updated version of it does. Something was added to it. But there's like a whole freaking software is its own thing in itself. There's so many different options. And he trains to hire virtual assistants to manually do it. So that takes a decent amount of time, right? Because, I mean, even once you get used to it, if you have to copy all the titles and you have to do everything by hand, it just takes way longer. So all that these virtual assistants will need to do since they're using an automation tool, and this is true whether you're using DSM tool or Hydra Lister or Infinii or Pricematik or any of them, like any of them, you're going to be able to use much more efficiently by just training virtual assistants how to use the software, because it boils it down to just doing the titles, and that's the most time consuming part, but not the whole part. So when you're using the software and the virtual assistants, then you can pay less and get more done and have optimized listings still, right? And there are some people who kind of swear by manual listings, but all right, so what are we going to do now? Because we have only one viable dude at the moment, but you know what, whatever, I'm cool with this. I mean, he has 86%. That's probably not great, but I don't really care. Like, I want to learn. I'm going to get stuff to do videos about either way. And I'm happy with his response. So now I guess I need to figure out how do I move forward with this. Okay. So do I just click hire? Okay. I have anxiety about this because anytime that I don't know what the exact step is to do something, it always takes me longer to figure it out, and I feel like anxiety. Once I've done it once, then I know I can do it, and I'm pretty good at doing things quickly. But that first time, I'm always like, huh? What? And also, I gotta blur this out. Oh, I hate blurring stuff. It makes the file bigger. All right. I'm still waking up. Sorry, it's like 7:20. I got up pretty early today. I don't normally do that. So I'm going to hire this guy. I gotta make a security question though. All right, cool. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, so there's a hire page, and I need to deposit something into an escrow. Okay, what the fuck is an escrow? Cool. What the hell is an escrow? This is about buying a house, but maybe it's the same thing. Seller has accepted a buyer's offer. Buyers have delivered their good faith deposit to an entity. Okay. So it's somebody who holds your money till they pay another person. Okay. No, that was quick. I'm happy with that result. All right. I'm going to deposit 20 bucks. Oh no, 20 bucks. Due date. Do I need to have a due date? Well, I mean, it's like 4 hours of work. Maybe 5 or 6. Depending on the person's abilities. That's why I'm paying a fixed amount, because I know how long it would take me to do it. And so I'm like doubling and tripling that to kind of get a sense of like how long it would take when the person hasn't gotten experience doing it yet. But I have a feeling this guy will be faster. But I have no idea, because my feelings about it don't really matter. As long as I can tell it's a real person, I'm just going to hire him and do videos about it. See what happens. We're going to learn some stuff. At some point, I'm going to have to fire somebody. Oh, holy crap. All right. The due date for this should be, I guess, a week from the start date. I think the start date is January 2nd, right? So January 9th. Yeah, that's a viable amount of time. Not worried about that. So 20 bucks. I could switch it to hourly if I wanted to. This is a overview of the work description. So I guess at this point I should read it because I didn't read it to you guys. All right, watch this video to see what I need you to do. Video showing posting one item using GSM tool. The only thing I need you to do is create an optimized title for the listing. See the video showing exactly what I need done for each item. You do not need to do anything with the photos, description, etc. Most of your time will be spent on creating an optimized title for each listing. I am looking for a regular long-term person to do this. I am starting out with a list of 200 items. If that works, then we will have a constant supply of new items for you to post. Answer the screening questions or your application will be ignored. I don't care about cover letters. Answer the screening questions and I will be happy. Best, Jack Pittman. And then I attached the video here, but I also have a link to the video on YouTube because I didn't realize I could put links in here, so that's pretty cool. So I'm going to add what I have to use. Oh no, I can use. How do I want to do this? Okay. I guess technically I should use my card, but I'm going to log in through PayPal. And I say technically I should use my card because anything on the card gets 1% back, whereas anything with a direct PayPal account doesn't. So using the card makes almost everything 1% cheaper. And that's the PayPal issued debit MasterCard, which is for if you live in the States, then I can't pay with my PayPal balance. That's kind of weird. I can pay with PayPal credit though. Haha. That's weird. Why can I not pay with my direct PayPal balance? It's kind of odd. Okay. Wow. All right, so here we go, guys. I'm going to click this button. I understand how escrow works. Cool. Okay, so now there's two things I gotta do because I've hired this dude. I need to give him login information. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the job post open. That's cool. Okay, and then we're going to see how this guy goes. So we're now waiting for him to respond, but I need to message him and send him. Yeah. All right. I need to message him the password. And also I need to clear up the account because, all right, I think I have to turn on my VA, right? This is the Pricematik account. Yeah. Okay. So, or the X Pricematik account. Now this is the DSM account. We're going to go to TunnelBear. Bum bum ba-dum, bum 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 bum. Let it do its magic. Open up. And incognito. And I don't have to use an incognito window because I'm using the VPN. Incognito isn't a VPN, so don't get them confused. The only reason I'm using incognito is because I want to make sure that I don't accidentally try and log in with my other eBay account. Boom, 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 boom. Like I just tried to do. Bum, 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 bum. Bowler. All right, so let's look at our listings real quick because we have to clear a bunch of stuff up. And I think what I'm going to do for this account, I got to figure out if I want listings to last 60 days or 90 days. All right, let's do something real quick to help figure that out. All right. Now, what do you guys think? Should a listing and I need to determine, no. I'm trying to decide between listings ending after 30 days or 60 days. What are your opinions? Bueno. Okay. I'll post that to the bulk theory group. Maybe the honest dropshippers group. And I joined a bunch of more dropshipping groups recently. I guess I should post in the Hydra Lister group. I don't really ever post in this group, but I use Hydra a lot, so I probably should. I try not to spend too much time on Facebook. Although if you're learning about dropshipping, there's definitely a lot of information on Facebook, so that's easier to do now. So, all right, that'll help me later. Now we have all of these, and our item quantities are too high. If we go to our listings page, go to active, we can see here that we're using a lot right now. I think that's most of the account. Let's go look at our limits. Yeah. So I need to lower my, the reason this is full is because I made it full by upping the quantity as much as the account could handle. So that's just because it encourages getting limit increases. I can show you something here. Ooh, 50 extra items. That's unusual. Cool. We're going to look at our messages from eBay, and I'm going to show you all of our automatic limit increases. All right. 1, 2, 3, and I think that was the beginning one, right? Here we go. Okay, sweet. So let's look at this. This account has gotten 1 manual increase. This, I believe, was a result of a manual increase. After that, it received 3 automatic increases. So the manual increase took it from 1,000 to 1,850 items monthly. And I don't remember what the dollar thing was. Then the next automatic took it to 227.80. After that, 55.60. And these dates are about 2 weeks apart. If you look, this is November 20th. Then this is December 4th. So exactly like 15 days later. And then this is December 19th. So again, exactly 15 days later. So what this makes me believe is that if your account is maxed, they actually aren't really looking at your sales. But at the same time, this account is doing really well right now. Like if we look at the feedback, we have 100%. I got 1 negative, but I converted it to a neutral. And so I can do that 5 times before I get my 1,000. Then I need 1,000 transactions to do it again. But it's grown surprisingly fast. That's why I'm confident that I can have a virtual assistant post to it. And it's already gone through the validation process and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, now what do I want to show you guys next? We hired the person. Oh, yeah. So I got to fix the whole, there's no room on the account and the guy doesn't have the password. All right. I'm going to change the quantity in my eBay account. I'm going to change my default quantity from 6 to 3. And I'm going to change that manually instead of doing it through a tool. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I don't want to pay SKUgrid. But do I just want to delete the listings? Oh, that's another possibility. I could just delete the listings. Yeah, that's a better idea. Especially because we can delete ones that we haven't paid for yet. So, or that we're about to pay for again. I'm going to sort these by time left. And because this isn't a bulk account, I'm going to kind of manually do stuff. Initial quantity. Wow, our available quantity is 10. Ha! On some items at least. Okay, so all of these, 4 days, 5 days, 5 days. I don't need to take items down. And I haven't figured out the end date. So maybe I should just change the available quantity. So I'm going to sort the list by highest quantity. And then I'm going to change everything, or a good chunk of it, to 3. So I'm not going to change all of my items, but I am going to change enough where I make a significant dent in my account limits. So we should be able to... Alright, this whole page is 10. So how many pages should we do? Like 3 pages. That's going to be most of our items, I think. It's 200 per page, yeah. Okay, so 10 is definitely default somewhere. And doing it this way is going to make sure that we're not screwing with any... Oh, I should have just done this. Yeah, alright. Well, that's smarter. Changing the default with these is going to make sure that we don't screw up any out-of-stock listings. Because we don't want to change a quantity 0 to a quantity 3. We just want to change most of our quantity 10 to quantity 3, right? So we're going to do that. See, there's the quantity, but we got to select everything. Go to action. No, actually, sorry. Go to edit fields. And then price, quantity, best offer. And we're going to change to, no, not the price, sorry. The quantity, we're going to change to 3. Right now it's set to 10. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. It's going to do this to 500 listings. Now I'm thinking about what else I need to do while I'm in the VPN browser. I think this is about it. I just needed to reduce the quantity, because the lister is not going to deal with any of this. They're just going to be logging into DSM tool and then posting items that way. So I need to make sure that that's working completely. But I think that's about it. Let's see. Sorry, this was a bit slower of a video. I usually don't do videos in the morning, and I haven't fully woken up yet. Also planning on taking a nap, and I'm also sick, which kind of sucks. But that's okay. So, what have we done so far? We have responded to the VA. We looked at all the bots and then responded to our one applicant, but we also left the listing live so that we can keep hiring people. Just in case something goes down with this, then I can just move on to the next one and, you know, have a line of them and see what happens. And I gave him a week to do the work, with the starting period being on the 2nd. So I guess I don't actually have to do this right now, but I'm just going to give him everything he needs now, so that maybe he'll start it earlier, but the due date is the 9th. So I think that's what's more important. But maybe because the job isn't active yet, Udemy won't let me move forward. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, man. You're having real trouble with that 499th listing, aren't you? Can we move past this? Is this fine? Let's see. Sometimes it's already made changes, and you don't need to wait for it to actually catch up. We can see here, though, that it has done nothing, because these results haven't been saved yet. Oy vey! What we're going to do... No, actually, I don't need to change my settings in... I need to change my settings in SKUgrid. This account will have items monitored by SKUgrid and items with DSM tool. I've learned recently that you can... It is pretty easy to use... to use different accounts, different posters, different software for the same for the same eBay account, which is nice. What's my... Is that right? I hope so. I have too many accounts. I gotta write my passwords down. My brain is not a good place to store passwords. Oh, I think I know what's happening. Is the internet slow right now? I think so. Maybe I use this one? Frick. I don't remember which password I used. Maybe I just typed it wrong the first time. I think I used the same password for each SKUgrid account, because I have 2 SKUgrid accounts. Maybe it's this one. No. QQ. Oh, maybe that's good. It's taking its time. These are both really taking their time. What's going on here? All right. Anyway, this is enough for this episode. I can end it now. All right, guys. Sorry I got tired at the end of that. Ciao.